Alright, so in this video, I'm gonna break down ways that I'm currently doing right now to use the internet to make money online. See, because at a certain point, I was stuck too. I knew how good the internet was, but I just didn't know how to utilize it. And it wasn't until I got out there, started getting creative, and really started to think. And I'm about to tell you ways that I'm currently making money right now. Alright, so the first way I'm making money online right now is selling things that I'm getting for free on Amazon. Now, you heard that right, 100% for free. And that's by utilizing something called coupon code stacking. Now, the way this used to be done, just to give you an understanding of how it worked, is in the old days you used to have sales papers go out and you would have coupons, right? But then you would have some items that had multiple coupons, sometimes bringing that total down to zero, down to free. I first got hip to this because when I was a teenager, I was a clerk. I worked at a grocery store and at first didn't even think that was legal, but it is 100% legal. But see, the internet has completely made that a different ball game, because now there are robots that actually scan a site like Amazon and scans for coupon codes, right? And then boom, alerts and automatically checks these items out when they get an item that's down to zero. So I know at one point, I know people who were in Facebook groups that alerted you. Well, this software, this technology bypasses that. It's all automated. Once again, it'll even check them out for you. Now, these bots are designed to crawl the tens of thousands of products that are on Amazon and uploaded to Amazon every single day. And you don't control what it is, right? You don't get to say, like, in these bots that I use, the bot I use is called Frozen, right? And in that bot, you can specify electronics, home and gardening and things like that. You can't say, oh, I only want TVs, oh, I only want cameras, oh, I only want laptops. Which leads me to my next point. It's something you need to know if you're considering doing that, because in this bot, in this program, it doesn't always have to be free, right? So you can set rules that say, I'm willing to pay $15 max on something that's 80 to 90% discounted, right? So a lot of the times when you see the air fryers, when you see the cameras, usually those are things that are heavily discounted. And yes, there were members in Frozen that like got 5-6 TVs, bro, for 10 bucks each. There were people who got boxes, like 12 air fryers for free. So yes, bro, this is 100% legit. Now I want to talk about how I sell this stuff, because this is the easiest part, bro, and this is the part that makes it the most sweet. I don't have to worry about profit margin, bro, because it's all free stuff. So it's literally 100% profit. Some of the stuff, like, is so random. Some of the stuff is harder to sell. So what I do sometimes is, if you look in your local Facebook Marketplace groups, they have raffle groups, right? And what you can do is raffle this off, maybe $2 a ticket to get 20 bucks for it, and just raffle it off, because there are going to be people who are going to enter for it for that low. But Facebook Marketplace, eBay is the best place to sell this stuff, because now this next hustle, bro, is probably even better than that one, is simply because it doesn't even require me to leave my house. It doesn't require me to post anything. All it requires me to do is utilize my skill, and that is graphic design. Now, graphic design is actually one of the most profitable ways to make money, and here's why. Because if you can learn it and get good at it, then you can charge more for it. People pay more for good design, right? And look, we're not in 2013 when I became a designer, right? We're in 2023, meaning we have the power of AI to help us complete graphic design tasks. But ultimately, making money doing logos, making money doing mixtape artwork. Because ultimately, I'm gonna tell you like this: if you can dedicate 2 weeks, like 4 hours a day for 2 weeks, you can learn graphic design right here on YouTube University. And I'm gonna be honest with you, as far as when you're starting to become a graphic designer up front, at the beginning, you're not gonna get the amount of money that you're not gonna get the big bucks, right? You're gonna probably be able to get $25 for a logo or something like that, depending on your skill level. And honestly, I would suggest you to use that price point simply because you will be able to get more clients like that. And as you build your resume, as you get better, then you charge more. Now, there are different ways that you can get Photoshop right now. Once again, when I became a designer, you either had to cough up the $1,000 or $1,500 that the program cost, or you had to obtain it by other means. But now we're not in those times, right? Now you can just simply go to Adobe, you can get Photoshop for 20 bucks a month. I honestly suggest you getting the complete Adobe Creative Cloud suite. Then what I want you to do is I want you to go to YouTube and I want you to ask specific things. How to cut someone out in Photoshop, how to change clothes color in Photoshop, how to design a shoe in Photoshop. Very specific things, right? Because what those lessons are gonna teach you more than even a beginner's crash course will, because even in those lessons, you'll be able to follow along and see on the screen what the designer is doing. So that is some sauce that not a lot of people tell people that'll really expedite you just becoming good at it. I also suggest you to find one instructor that you like, one person whose flow, one person whose teaching style you like, and then follow them, right? Because the thing on Photoshop, bro, and with design period, is that there's like 1,000 ways to skin a cat, right? Because there's so many ways to do a lot of things, it can get confusing when you're learning, right? So I like to advise people to stick with one person and kind of learn up under them. Now, the next thing I'm making money with is digital files, right? I'm making some good pocket change as far as with my ebook selling right now. When I created my ebooks, I had to take the time and write them, right? Which most people would view as a con, but it's really a pro because you only have to do that one time. But anyway, it's 2023. Artificial intelligence, AI is here, right? So you can have AI write whatever you want, whether it's a cookbook, whether it's you take some recipes, you substitute the word milk for non-dairy, and you substitute meat for vegan substitutes, right? And AI, ChatGPT specifically, is now smart enough to completely rewrite those recipes and just sub them out and make them vegetarian, and then you have ebooks. Now, once again, I'm a content creator. I don't like to think I'm big in any stretch of the imagination, or I just know that I have a YouTube channel that, hey, if I make a video good enough, people will watch, right? So with that said, I have somewhat of a traffic source, right? If you don't have a traffic source, I advise you to take an ebook, take it to Amazon, right? Here's the reality, bro. A lot of people might think, why would somebody buy an ebook? We're in the information age, bro. Information is the #1 wealth builder right now. Like, I'm keeping it real with y'all right here live on camera. I wish that I had a marketing team behind me that could scale up my ebooks, because I know they're good. I know it's good information. It's just not reaching enough people. So going on somewhere like Amazon where there's already demand, I've really been considering doing that. But just, I would say I might get one or two ebook sales every other day or something like that. And once again, that was something that it took me maybe an hour or two to create, and then boom, over time, it's just, I know for sure I've already made over $600 just off of maybe 1 hour of doing that, right? So that's one of the ways that's honestly that I want to scale up, but I am currently trying to figure out. Then boom, the very next thing that I'm excited about, the side hustle that I'm doing that I'm really excited about right now, is I've opened up my sneaker restoration services back up. Now, what sneaker restoration is, there's two ways you can go about it. You can provide this, and it is exactly what it sounds like, restoring sneakers, right? Because a lot of people, let's think about the current state of the sneaker game, bro. A lot of people are not getting the sneakers they want brand new, and so they got to really appreciate what they have. But the problem is sometimes that they're dirty, they're a little old, they've had it for a long time. So boom, you get them restored, they're back new, they're back looking new. What I've done, and I've created a video about this in the past, but I've actually made what's called an ice box. And what that ice box does is it works with a certain chemical and a UV light inside of that box. It really just discolors shoes, right? And people pay money for that. So that's one way you can do it, right? Also, if you don't want to do that, right, and you're more so into selling sneakers, then what you could do is what I'm currently doing as well, right? I'm on eBay. I'm bidding on shoes that are in bad condition, that I know that all I have to do, you know, take maybe 30 minutes to clean these shoes, and then boom, I can get maybe triple, double, or even quadruple what I paid for them, right? And so using tools like Rejuvenators, cleaning kit, using things like Angela's Soul Bright, right? Using acetone, you know, hard bristle brushes to kind of scrub the shoes. If you can catch a shoe in a 2 out of 10 state and then bring it back up to like a 7 out of 10 state, then you can make some good profit on that shoe. So hey, let me know in the comments if you want me to go into depth more, if you want to see some of these side hustles that I'm currently doing right now, if you want to see them in action, man, drop it in the comments. Rico Gang, I love y'all. Let's get it.